talent.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Do you know the flower language of Macchiola Incana? Would you help me find my brother? Try this magic! How dare you! I am the top student of the academy after all.
Initiate retreat!
If only I had freedom. Don't test me.
Request backup! Initiate retreat! Request backup!
How dare you! Do you know the verse
Blood!
of Macchiola?
Enemy double kill!
Don't test me. Try this magic! If only I had freedom.
Request backup!
Would you help me find my brother?
An ally has been slain. Enemy has slain.
this magic? How dare you? I haven't done with that.
Ally has been slain.
Don't test me.
Request backup! Request backup!
Do you know the flower language of Matthiola Incarna? Help me find my brother. Me after all. If only I had freedom.
Team destroyed a turret!
Why this magic?
Our team under attack has been slain. Our turret has been destroyed.
Would you help me find my brother?
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Don't test me.
Destroy the turret! Our turret is under attack.
Do you know the flower
Our turret
language
has
of
been
Matthiola
destroyed.
Incarna?
Enemy has been slain. Launch attack!
haven't done with that. I am the top student of the Academy, after all.
Request backup! An enemy has been slain! Enemy godlike! Enemy double kill! Initiate retreat! Your team destroyed a turret! Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
If only I had
Initiate
freedom.
attack! Slain. Our base is under attack. Launch attack. Enemy double kill. Enemy launch attack. Initiate retreat. An ally has been slain. Under attack. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
Try this magic.
Defeat.
born with talent. I'm born with talent.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Don't test me. Would you help me find my brother? Try this magic! Do you know the flower language of Mafiola and
First blood! You have slain an enemy!
If only I had freedom.
Have been slain.
How dare you?
An ally has been slain. Request backup!
I am the top student of the academy after all.
An ally has been slain. Enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
If only I had freedom. Don't test me. Shoo, I
turret has been destroyed. Initiate retreat!
You know the flower language of Matthiola Incarna.
Request backup! Request backup! Stop, please! Enemy has been slain! Our turret is under attack! Launch attack!
Students of the Academy, after all.
Initiate retreat! Enemy has been slain!
Why this magic? How dare you? Don't test me!
An enemy has been slain! Our turret is under attack! An enemy has been slain! Killing spree! Double kill! Triple kill!
If only I had freedom. I am the top student of the Academy, after all.
Your team destroyed a turret!
Did you know the flower language of Matthiola Incarna?
Killing spree!
Would you help me find my
Request
brother?
backup!
Try this magic! If
Monster
I
kill!
had freedom.
Request backup!
How dare you?
An ally has slain the turtle!
Don't test me. I haven't done.
Godlike! An enemy has been slain! Legendary! Our turret has been destroyed.
The flower language of Mapiola and Kana.
Your team destroyed the turret. Enemy has been slain. Double kill. Legendary.
Student of the Academy after all.
Your team destroyed the kill! Double kill! You have slain an enemy! Your team destroyed the turret! Monster kill!
Try this magic! Would you help me?
Enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill. Initiate retreat. Legendary double kill. Shut down. Triple kill. Maniac. Victory!
born with talent. Born with talent. With talent.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Don't test me. I am the top student of the Academy after all.
First blood!
Do you know the flower language of Matthiola Incarna? Try this magic!
Launch attack!
Find my brother.
You have slain an enemy!
How dare you! Pew! Boom!
Enemy has been slain!
Only I had freedom. How dare you! I am the top student of the Academy after all. Do you know the flower language of Matthiola Incarna? Don't test me. Would you help me find my brother?
Killing spree!
Do you know the flower language of Matthiola Incarna?
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
If only I had freedom.
Your team destroyed the turret!
I am the top student of the Academy after all.
Mega kill! Ally has been slain. Double kill!
Don't test me. brother. How dare you?
An enemy has been slain! The enemy has slain the turtle. Our turret has been destroyed. Mega kill! An enemy has been slain. Enemy has been slain. Shut down.
Pew, boo!
An ally has been slain. Shut down. An ally has been slain. Enemy
The flower language of Macchiola Incarno. Try this
launch attack.
How dare you?
Initiate retreat.
Don't test me. Phew. I haven't done with that.
The enemy has slain the turtle.
Would you help me find my brother?
Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. Our turret has been destroyed. You destroyed the turret.
If only I had freedom.
Slain. Your team destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
I am the top student of the Academy after all.
Slain an enemy. Enemy has been slain.
I haven't done that.
Double kill. Enemy has been slain.
Pew,
Your
boo!
team destroyed a turret. Launch attack! Initiate retreat!
Would you help me find my brother? If only I had freedom.
Your team destroyed a turret! An enemy has been slain!
Boom! Don't test me!
Enemy rampage! Our turret has been destroyed.
You know the flower language of Matthiola Incarna. I am the top student of the Academy after all.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Freedom.
An ally has been slain. Our turret is under attack. turret is under attack.
Would you help me find my brother?
Your team destroyed a turret. Double kill. The enemy has slain Omlet.
Because this is going to be the first game for objectives with the Marvel, with the Angela on top of it all. However, it all comes down to Team Malaysia about how they adapt this. And I feel Philippines, I really like how, yes, Beatrix, Gonzalez, as well as alive, they're focusing on the turret, they're focusing on and Gonzalez having that blade battle. So we do have to see. This is also more of a utility hero, and then the whoever is going to be the jungler is going to be the main damage dealer. But as of right now, Philippines have shown their hand is Beatrix. So you need someone to be able to handle the Beatrix. Okay. For the side of Malaysia, they feel like having a Joe as well as having a Khalid is enough to handle, then that's good enough. However, if the Beatrix does have a Purify, it's going to be difficult for the side of Malaysia. So either way, I kind of do favor if Malaysia takes a jungler that can go to the backline. So Philippines, they're banning out the Akai, which we have not seen an Akai performance after the revamp. I'm sorry I'm laughing about this, but okay, I can see where this is going on with Team Malaysia, knowing that Chiku has played an Akai jungle, which is pretty much unheard of, but it's something that I don't think I've seen anyone else in other region play this. So it makes a lot of sense why they respect this, but for me, I feel like it's more like
based on the final two bans of Team Malaysia, with the Grok as well as Varaz, these are two very, very strong heroes.
Very tanky heroes.
And very annoying as well when it comes to invading jungle invades, especially against assassins. So I feel like they are going to go for that assassin jungler from Malaysia instead. Okay, I'm wrong. Seems like they are going to stick with the Boxer in case Team Philippines go for the Estes pickup.
Well, we do over here. Okay, for side of Malaysia, they're really looking like they're really looking like they are going to be in a position where one player is going to deal the majority of the damage. Like Xavier is going to be very, very strong coming in to the later stages of the game, especially with very, very low cooldowns. He can just keep spamming, making it very easy for him to stack his passive. But Malaysia is showing that they have a very
Team Malaysia, they do have a lot of sustains coming in, especially with the lead. So great invade so far, but Del Rosario is looking to go in for the salvage as well for Team Philippines as they try to go in and hit Malaysia hard. Now Chico is going to be able to escape this with Moon going for the great stun coming in, and that is going to be put Team Philippines in dangerous territory. Do they want to re-engage Team Philippines? They're playing it safe, they're trying to go in for the Kali as well, but Zor gets a very nice way of the Dragon Flicker as well. Catches Del Rosario in awkward position and gets one, and that is going to be Momo getting the kill for the carry, so that marksman is going to get a little bit more kill. However, Moon in a very awkward position, almost dying there in that vicinity, punishing the marksmen of Team Philippines. A beautiful start from Team Malaysia as of yet.
Yeah, Philippines overstayed their welcome, really trying to force a fight on the jungle, trying to secure the orange buff, but Malaysia, they understand what they're doing. They come back and recapitalize their own map. And right now, Malaysia has a 4-kill lead over Philippines. This is a very substantial advantage for Team Malaysia. And for Team Philippines, they have to go back to what works. They have to understand what is the best move that they can do as a team. And Malaysia just scored their 5th kill of the game.
Oh, that is huge coming from Team Malaysia. They were waiting very, very patiently as well, as likewise coming from Team Philippines. And that one blunder is slowly being a domino effect coming from Team Malaysia, especially when now that the carry is 1-0 against Fee Gonzalez, who's playing on the B tree. So Team Malaysia currently, even though they've got 1k economy and they've got 5 kills, Team Philippines has been able to keep up in their economy as of yet. But as of yet, let's take a look at what's going to be happening as well. You can see Team Malaysia, they're emphasizing on mid control to try and secure the top turtle.
Yeah, and right now we also have to give word that for the side of Malaysia, Zorn as well as Moon doing very good setups for both these plays, and Zorn taking a lot of damage, looks like, for both the teams. They are focusing on the turtle. The turtle has been resetted. Team Malaysia, they may not want to take this fight because, again, Philippines will show that they can secure this very, very easily.
Yep, Zorn does still have the wave of Dragon. He's looking for the perfect setup as well. Like I said, so the leader counter is something that they can take advantage of with the Retribution to get this kill. Looks like Zorn is looking for the kick. Does he get it? Yes, he is. That's going to be cover kick coming in. However, the turtle buff was secured from Del Rosario. He does have the damage as well as the hard guard. Team Malaysia, they're in a little bit of trouble, and that's going to be Zorn paying the price. However, the backlines, we have 4 mates and Momo just completely shredding the backlines of Team Philippines, and now they're forced to disengage. 1 for 2, and absolutely worthy trade. However, economy-wise, seems to be pretty close still.
Yeah, Mobile Legends BangBang is a game where you have to manage your resources, and for the side of Malaysia, I feel like they understood that they will not be able to secure the turtle. So that's why we see 2 of the players actually flanking to behind, making sure that they manage to get Gonzalez and try to kill off Imam. So I feel like they have the right idea. We cannot win, we cannot secure the turtle. So we will take what we can take, which is taking some kills. And right now, they're putting their dominance on the top side of the map, making sure that they can secure the very first turret.
Oh no, if Gonzalez got a little bit aggressive, you can see Zorn was itching to go in for the punish. However, Del Rosario going to be looking to secure the purple buff. But it seems like Team Malaysia does not have the utilities to fight this. Revolution has been dropped trying to find on the moon. You can see Chico immediately going for the cancel. However, Gonzalez from afar finally gets a kill. That's going to be a little bit of redemption economy that Team Philippines has been looking forward to. And because of that kill, you can see, based on the economy, they immediately catch up. And they're barely 1k behind.
Yeah, I feel like even Moon was caught by surprise. He didn't thought that he would die that fast to Gonzalez. So even though it looks like he's playing from behind with a 1-2-1 score, but right now he's actually really stacking on his physical attributes. So the damage does hurt. So for the side of Malaysia, even with this lead, they have to be careful.
Yeah, it's all about discipline plays coming from Team Philippines, right? I like how they're able to capitalize on long-range snipes, be it the real world munition as well as the sniper coming in from the Beatrix. But that's the thing, Malaysia, you can see they're looking to get a little bit aggressive, but it's so difficult to do so just because of hard guns that may or may not protect whoever they're ganking. You can see the hesitancy of Team Malaysia to play it safe. However, when it comes to turtle objectives, Team Malaysia has not won a single turtle fight yet.
Oh, they just won.
Oh, they just finally won. Okay,
they
never
just
mind. I
won.
take it
Just
back.
won. Yeah, over there we can see the classic Castle Chris. Even during the SEA Games, it can still happen. But looking at Philippines, the way that they are rotating, they're moving as 3, they're moving as 4, so it's 7 minutes, and they're already moving towards their Ube strat. So they're feeling like, in terms of damage, they actually do have enough. It's just that we have to see what is their priority. Right now, they are focusing on jungle objectives like the turtle, but we have to see when will they transition to the lanes. Malaysia, they almost got their second turret on the top side of the map, and in the bottom side of the map, we can see Zorn managing to catch Villa Luna and got a killing spree over to carry.
It seems like they are going to go for more as well as Gonzalez is going to be stranded here with no Angela protecting. Gonzalez is pretty much stranded. However, Malaysia, do they want to force the issue because the Lord is going to be up very, very soon in about 60 seconds. But it seems like Team Malaysia, they are going to back off and try to capitalize on the junglers itself. Then Rosario going to get caught out. A big Thunder Light comes in. It's going to be now trying its way through. The render coming in is not going to be able to kill off 4 mates as they've got the sustains. But you can see Team Malaysia, they will sacrifice 4 mates as they have a bigger picture. And that is going to be diving onto his Imam. But it seems like Imam does have the sustains and they get completely punished for their greed on trying to kill the mage, and this is going to be putting a dent into Malaysia's economy.
Yeah, a big miscalculation for the side of Malaysia, thinking that they can out-damage. But look at that, Momo trying to 1v2. 1v2, is that a good idea? And looks like it's not. For the side of Team Malaysia, right now they're giving a lot of advantages to the side of Philippines. They're starting to feel like their advantage is bigger than it really is.
Oh my goodness, Team Philippines with that play means they are going to get a little bit more mid-control, and they are back right in action as Team Malaysia is going to be able to capitalize a little bit more. Gonzalez starting to hit like a truck. We did not expect that damage coming from him. As you can see, Team Malaysia, they have to start grouping up as 5 because the Ube strategy is starting to kick in coming from Team Malaysia.
Yeah, as we talked about before we even start the series, where for the side of Philippines, this is how they play. The moment one person makes a mistake from the side of the enemy team, they can start to capitalize. We can see after those mistakes, Philippines, they got a lot of objectives on the map. So Malaysia, they do have to learn. They have to adapt very, very quickly. Where against a Philippine team, they are very keen. They are very aware of small micro mistakes that they can take advantage of. Right now, looking at the itemization, Beatrix already has the Blade of Despair. So the burst damage is going to be very, very, very strong.
Yeah.
But against for this tanky lineup, we do have to see whether Gonzalez is going to be favoring the Malefic Roar for more penetration or the Demand Sword for the percent HP damage.
I'm really surprised that Chico opted to go for the Radiant Armor instead of the usual Sky Guardian helmet just because of how much the Esmeralda and Eve is bringing to the table. So he's going to be playing a little more on his supportive side rather than for self-sustain for the invades. So it's really interesting that Team Malaysia is doing this, but you can see they are looking to go in for the ambush. Iman does have a very, very good idea. Zorn is going to try to make an attack. Here comes the way of the dragon. However, the Purify is going to completely cancel off, and the Lido counter will chalk in now. And that is going to be 1 man down from side Team Malaysia, and they are having to make a run for it. Team Philippines does pop the power guard in this vicinity. Chico also going to be caught out. However, for Mace, looking to isolate the fight, he's going to be caught out in the mess, and all 4 players as the Philippines shift their focus on him and takes him out. And that is beautiful, beautiful transition coming from Team Philippines.
Yeah, we can see in Philippines, they're not done yet. So the one in front, Moon still trying to dish out as much damage as he can from the back side. But again, for the side of Malaysia, they're taking the risk where they feel like the cost is not that high. But as of right now, the Lord is up. So for both of the teams, for both of the nations, Philippines and Malaysia, they have to start thinking this is going to be the 11th minute mark. When it comes to the 12th minute mark, then the Lord will be stronger. So they have to start playing a little bit more carefully. They cannot make any positional mistakes.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by the trigger display coming from Team Philippines as well, especially with the early engagement where they could have forced all their skills onto Chiku, but instead of doing it, they just showed their presence, walked right beside him, held their horses, and saw that, hey, wait a minute, 4 means is out of position, turns their focus and say, guys, let's shut him down. And they immediately take him out of the pick equation is interesting considering that for a good solid 10 seconds, no spells were expended. But now, here comes the play coming from Team Malaysia with the concealed as well as they go in for the way of the Dragon King. Takes out the Angela. The biggest problem from the side of Team Malaysia has been taken out, and you can see everyone from Philippines is running the big Darling Light to scare them off, and that is going to be space created for the Lord take.
Gonzalez almost went down, but Soto is still there. Soto is making sure that Malaysia does not have an easy time securing this Lord. Soto, Del Rosario, as well as Imam is there. Malaysia, they really have to be careful. But Soto is taking a lot of damage. Real manipulation has been open. Soto is very, very low, and he managed to be taken down. Formis is in front, but the little counter secures the kill. Malaysia, what do you want to do? And looks like they want to retreat. Philippines did a very, very good defense, making sure that the Lord doesn't go over to Malaysia.
Agreed, Gonzalez is going to be starting to hit like a truck, and Team Malaysia, even though they've got a radio armor to deal with the mage, but eventually they have to figure a way to deal with this Beatrix, and pretty much Formis has been given the task. But with him being taken out of the equation means that Team Malaysia is going to be forced to be going on a stalemate for now. As you can see, they're staring at the Lord, and it's all about who makes the first move.
And right now for the side of Malaysia, I feel like this is what they're really thinking about. They have to focus either on Villaluna or Imam, because those are the two main players that they are focusing on. If they manage to get Gonzalez, then yeah, everyone is going over to Gonzalez. But without Villaluna, without Imam, they're creating a lot of space, especially for Formis to go to the back line, because again, the fact that Villaluna as well as Imam have a lot of slow, it makes it very, very difficult for the side of Malaysia, whether it be Zorn, Formis, or Chiku, to really disturb Gonzalez. So I feel like they're not worried about the damage, they're worried about the crowd control coming in from Philippines.
Agreed. It's all about playing the late game, and you can see Team Malaysia, their focus here is going to be dragging out towards the later stage of the game where Moon is going to be coming up online. Likewise with Momo, who's going to be the stretch through all this sustains, all these tanky compositions coming from Philippines, and the only one that pretty much stops them is pretty much Gonzalez. As you can see, they're trying to bait him out as well. A big Darling Light scares him off, but it's still not enough damage for Moon, as he is only level 12, 30 minutes in the game.
And right now, Malaysia is still going for the Lord, and they're going to be focusing on Del Rosario, and he's going to be taken down. So right now, the Bellman is not there. Formis, he's still taken down, and Chiku secures the Lord. The Philippines still making sure that they can win the team fight. In the front lines, Chiku has been taken down. 3 members, 3 athletes from Malaysia has gone down. Only one from the side of Philippines. So Philippines is still looking like they are in charge.
Exactly, they still have the Esmeralda. As long as Gonzalez is live, they can look to turn the tide. And Team Malaysia, they need to rely on Zor making the plays with Moon. This is going to be a very, very difficult task to do. However, what's really surprising is that Momo was completely destroyed by Gonzalez in one ultimate, and this is just putting Team Philippines in a situation where if Malaysia gets a little bit too aggressive, they will immediately look for the punish.
This is the pros and cons of having a carry. Yes, in the late game, it's going to be very strong. You're going to shred all the tanky heroes in front with or without tank destroying items. But the thing is, you have a very, 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 very short range, and Gonzalez having that Blade of Despair, having that Hunter Strike, having that Demon Hunter Sword, he's going to outrange the carry by a lot. So it's going to be very, very easy for Gonzalez to kill off the carry. So Momo has to have that awareness, whether he's going to come in late or Malaysia really have to make sure that Gonzalez is taken care of before a team fight begins.
Yeah, very interesting choice of itemization coming from Momo as well. But before that, let's take a look at Zor. Zor starting out with the kick as well. Gets over to Del Rosario. Very, very tanky. However, for mates, immediately goes to the back line, immediately gets free hitted by Gonzalez on the marksman. However, Momo will say, your sacrifice will not be in vain because I was able to trade it off for Team Malaysia. Soto, not too happy about it, is going to try and capitalize on the situation. He's stalling the time for the team, and you can see the teams are ready to go. Real Malaysia catches over off guard. They get a trade when Villaluna survives, and Team Malaysia managed to brute force tank all of the mage damage coming from Team Philippines.
Yeah, Malaysia, they're playing very, very risky because we look at the HP bars coming in from their team, and it's not very, very high, but they still manage to kite things out. Now Zorn is there. Zorn is just trying to make sure that he does not come and protect the turret. Malaysia making sure that they got the mid-second tier turret, and right now they're gonna reset, and looks like Team Malaysia, they're still, in terms of map control, they're ahead, but in terms of gold both the teams are even.
Exactly. You know, it's really smart that Zorn was able to bait out the hard guard preemptively, but at the same time, I'm really surprised that Economy is still swinging 50-50s despite all these ugly trades. And you can see how close it gets, even though in terms of objectives, in terms of turret, Malaysia does have a little bit of lacking the roamer position.
Is being popularized by the Luna.
Malaysia, they emphasize on the control to try and secure the top turtle.
And right now we also have the last team fight. We can see that Formies was caught a little bit off guard.
Also unfortunate.
Yeah, and I feel like he did not expect for the kick to be that short. I feel like even he expected for it to go a little bit further. And Gonzalez having 1 HP left. That was very, very crucial, but we do have to put into consideration he has the immortality, so he will come back alive. And Villaluna, being on the side, he can still heal up Gonzalez. So over there, Malaysia, they have understood, yes, we need to take out Gonzalez, but Gonzalez is not making it easy for the side of Malaysia. So right now, even though Malaysia has a clear advantage, we cannot count Philippines out because it's a very winnable game for them. Malaysia just need to overextend once and it's game over. It's 20 minutes in the game.
Agreed. Gonzalez going to be setting off his shoes and purchasing the immortality to prolong the fight. And on top of it all, he's got the half guard to counter negate the blade armor. But we'll hold that off for now because Real World Nation is going to be on his way. Winter Trucking form for Maze is going to keep him alive, whereas Team Malaysia is looking to save someone on place. But a beautiful slow coming from Imam is going to slow him in his track. However, Team Malaysia is going to be able to retreat safely in that situation as they've got bigger pictures to fry. However, seems like the rod is going to be up for grabs. As you can see, they see Soto up top and a big dawning light coming from Moon. It's going to scare off Team Philippines, and this is not looking good. Team Philippines, they have to call in the carry, they have to regroup, and they are going to try and force the issue with the Lord. A big ultimate from Gonzalez, not going to be able to chunk towards the Lord, and that is going to be Zorn trying to split off the fight. But seems like Team Malaysia, they're giving up control of the Lord, and they are just getting picked apart bit by bit, and the Lord is still going to be surviving. But Team Philippines, they focus on killing off all the heroes. They get the Lord, and Team Malaysia, they're scrambling. They lost everyone just like that.
This is what we just talked about. Only one person has to overextend slightly and the tides of battle will change. Philippines now with 3 minions still there. They're focusing on mid. Only with Zorn and Momo there. Can they really do anything? Momo has to run away. His HP is so low. And Philippines, they have 2 minions still alive. They're focusing on the turret. They're focusing on the crystal. Malaysia, as of right now, they are able to make sure that they are able to survive this one, but Zorn is not gonna say the same thing. Momo with very, very low HP. Real world manipulation is there. There's nowhere for him to go. No one from Malaysia is alive, and game number 1 is going to the Philippines.
Oh, that was so close, but what a play coming from Team Philippines as well. The discipline plays, the coordination, the priority, the transitions as well for them to capitalize on the situation. Patience is key, and that is going to be Team Philippines as of yet. They take 1 game against Team Malaysia.
And this is what we have discussed before the series even starts. This is how both countries like to play. Where for the side of Malaysia, they like to take the risk. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. For the side of Philippines, they love to capitalize on the mistakes. The last team fight, we can see they will do any kind of adjustments. And the same team can be said to the side of Philippines because I feel like they want for them because they understand that people will want to pick off 1 or 2 people from their own side. In my opinion, logic is overrated. But speaking of that, we can see how Philippines, they have engaged onto Zorn. There's nothing that she could have done. Very, very good catch coming in from Del Rosario.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, I'm completely blown out by vibes as of yet, but I can see that Team Malaysia, they have to scale to the later stage of the game. It all comes down to Momo going for the fight itself, right? Now, he's got a Demon Hunter sword. It is going to be a mirror matchup, but at the same time, Momo is going to be focusing to kill on the tanks, run. Forced to lose this fight. But as of yet, looks like Team Philippines, they are going to force the issue considering that Team Malaysia has to keep their lanes in check. They are sending 4 mates up top. But the Philippines, they're still hesitatingly waiting for right opportunity. They're banging on potential Moon with the Dawning Light to snipe the Lord, but it's all about the waiting game as of yet. Team Philippines still waiting, but the HP, here he goes.
Yeah, right now Chiku going to the front. You can see that Rosario trying to avoid that fight. Looking at Formes. What is he going to do? He's trying to flank, but looks like Villa Luna saw that one coming. Philippines right now, their minions are pushing towards the base of Malaysia. There's not much that they can do. They can stay around, but it's gonna be very, very risky for them. Chiku, it's good that he didn't get caught, but
yeah,
Malaysia, Philippines, this is a very intense situation. Soto to the side, Soto going back to the Lord, and right now the Lord was not able to be stolen for Malaysia. Chiku managing to get away. Philippines again securing the Lord to end the game. Malaysia, this is going to be a very, very difficult defend that they have to do against Philippines. But if they did what they did before, there's still chance for Malaysia to win this match.
Exactly half a second too early coming from Moon. They're banging on that big Dawning Light. However, the Philippines now in prime position to do so. They've got economy, but here it goes. The Dawning Light comes in, steals the minion. Not exactly the best reward as of yet, but with the Lord knocking in, here comes the Hurricane Dance, preemptively used for Del Rosario defensively. That is huge for Malaysia, but they have immortality, they've got bodies, they can focus on the crystal. Do they want to fight or do they want to ignore Team Malaysia? They're trying to go for the fight. Philippines slowly picking away, but the damage coming in is a little bit too much. Oh my goodness, the Dawning Light comes in. Gonzalez needs to make a run for their lives. The Team Philippines, they will have to disengage, and the amount of damage was unreal coming from Moon.
This is a very uncomfortable situation for both gold laners, for both marksmen, because they feel like, I have the longest range, man. What can you do to me? And for side of Philippines, Gonzalez just looking at the Dawning Light is like, that's a lot of damage. And Malaysia, where Momo is trying to dish out damage, and then suddenly Imam just hits him with the back impact, and then he's like, that's a lot of damage.
Yep.
And this is why the late game is so scary, because you can't overestimate your own HP pool. It's not as big as you think.
Yep, seems like another Dawning Light to preemptively scout the vicinity. You can see all the players are starting to sell off their shoes to go for a little bit more damage. Likewise coming from Moon, but looks like here comes the concealed play from Philippines. They want to go in for the punch on Chico. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do so because this Atlas is just so difficult to fight here. One wrong move is all it takes. Moon, however, doesn't have mobility. This is a big catch. They have to go in for the fight. Pops the Dawning Light, does have the immortality, but the rest of Team Malaysia, they need to save his life, but they cannot do anything. However, here comes the Fatal Link as well. He's slowly chunking his way through. Looks like they are going to go in for the brute force. Formays go from behind, tries to isolate the fight. Meanwhile, Momo is slowly making work onto the rest of the members coming from Team Philippines. Formays, however, loses his life, eventually getting a couple of kills, but Team Malaysia, they still hang on. Momo, down towards immortality, has to make a run for it. Soto going for the finish. Momo needs to want the last health, needs one more auto attack, but will lose the trade against Soto. And Team Philippines comes up on top, and it's not over yet. Formays all by himself. This is over for Team Malaysia, as Team Philippines completely bleeds them all out of all their utilities.
Good game, well played for both countries, Malaysia as well as Philippines. Philippines managing to get on top with a 2-0 game, but we do have to agree that both nations played so well, and Malaysia in that final fight, for both sides of the teams, they have very, very low HP. Everyone was playing at the edge of their own seat. Like, that was not an easy game for either of the teams.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And people, it's not often
twice, but 3 times. But we have to look at that if it's very difficult for you to deal with.
Yeah, seems like a popular.
Or with the AoE, with the Nibiru's Passion, everything like that, she has more tools compared to Clint. So we also have to look at Clint. Already has 3 have immortality, and you have all the damage items in the world, but if you don't go in front, you don't actually attack his damage, then it's going to be very, very problematic, especially right now, looking at the itemization coming in from Eve. It's mostly focusing on the utilities, the cooldown, as well as to make sure that they can push, but I don't think he's gonna do it. I feel like the first game of this series is going to over to Myanmar.
Yep, nicely done coming from Team Myanmar. A little bit unfortunate on Biston on his end, as he was not able to deal with the two tank compositions coming from Myanmar with the Grok as well as the Baxia. But all in all, great stuff coming from Team Myanmar. Great understanding of their itemization, and they were able to come on top in game number 1 in the best of 2 series against Laos.
Yeah, we can see the difference in playstyles. Well, from the side of Myanmar, all the way from the drop, the first 2 picks, that was a surprise pick, having Hilda and Grok earlier in the game, in the draft, where they really forced things out, making sure that Laos, doesn't matter what you're trying to do, we're gonna make sure that we are able to execute our own playstyle. I kind of feel like Myanmar, they could have cleaned it up a little bit, making it more difficult for Laos, but we also can see how their priorities in picks, because
is what is very, very important for him. So as long as he doesn't die to the initial burst, he is going to be...
They could have cleaned it up a little bit, making it over to Laos. So right now,
that Myanmar leaders
so
unlucky.
In that, you can see in that team fight with 4 or 5 people there, the Beaches was one of the later heroes that was.
Team Myanmar is...
I would have to say Laos with the... Again, if you do not hit your strike, if you don't get that in just a few...
Oh yeah, you're right.
Penny... No, Myanmar...
Team Philippines.
Black, right? With, It's...
Because if you think about it, too easy for me. However, on have a very, very difficult time. Are going to be fighting here is going to be the defending themselves for the next match.
And with that,
ball. Yes,
he has to consider where TS is there. He's gonna deal a lot of damage. He has a lot of penetration right now. So either way, I feel like Lexi has to almost give up his life. Like, as long as he gets the Beatrix, if he can get Eve as well, that's great. It's like, all right, I sacrifice my own life and then just trust my team to finish off.
Yeah, I definitely agree. PS is well going to be making work on towards his immortality to stay alive in the upcoming fights. Black now going to be having the plate armor to deal with Biston later on. This is the exact same scenario we've seen from game number 1, but Myanmar, they are going to be looking to fight. War charge has been expanded, means no CCs and crowd control from the side of Team Laos, that they are going to be fighting for now. Demon Hunter's up on Gumi means that the Uranus as well as the Grok is going to have a very, very difficult time if they do not have those later dispersed off later on.
Yeah, right now, Laos... Actually, you know what? If they can manage a split push, just like Fanny just pushed the side lanes, it could actually work. Just because from the side of Myanmar, they do seem like they wanted to go team fight, right? But if that does happen, the Fanny must be able to actually win a 1v1. Right now, we're looking at Myanmar. They are starting up the Lord. And look at Lexi. Lexi is going behind, trying to catch anyone off guard. But the thing is, right now, Minnow is there. And Black managing to get Jack, not exactly the target that he wants. Biston is at the back line. No one is touching him at all. And right now, looks like Myanmar and Laos, they're like, you know what? We're not going to follow suit. And Lexi, he has to look. Beatrix is there. Beatrix is trying to push. Is that the right move to do?
That is so smart. He's going to get a free inhibitor on top of it all. Yes, he is going to lose his life. However, he gets the pop. He did not lose the fight. Jack completely gets popped off just like that. And Team Myanmar played it to its finest, and beautiful stuff coming in from Team Myanmar. And on top of it all, Benno seems to be unkillable as of yet with this Esmeralda.
I'm sorry, I was half expecting for the Grok to just one-shot. And all of a sudden that happened, and Myanmar, they do not want to stop. Now Black going over, only managing to get Uranus, the only target that he doesn't want. But it looks like Myanmar, they're like, you know what, this is not a good situation. Let's retreat. We already have the lot that's going for a 5v5. And now Lexi is there. Lexi trying to get a kill. It did not manage to get what he wants. Uranus has been pushed down, going back to the base, and he's not going to respawn in another 35 seconds.
Yep, you can see the Lord is going to be rocking out as well. As you can see, Team Laos, they're going to try and buy enough time for the Lord push, but it is going to be the Crystal Push coming in. And Team Myanmar, they want to close up the game. They lose Black in the process, but it seems like Team Myanmar, they're going to go all in with the Crystal, and that is going to be game coming from Team Myanmar as they convincingly close out game number 2 despite the early oppression. Losing out on all his jungle objectives against the Fanny.
It's scary where even your front line, even your Grok tries to fight against the Dyrov, and the Dyrov is just going to come up on top. So Myanmar, again, congratulations, managing to win 2-0 over here, especially for
to do with the Beatrix. So all in all, I feel like Myanmar played a fantastic
where they just have to wait. And this, how did this happen? Look at, I don't. The enemy can create walls for themselves.
Yeah, the purple buff.
The purple buff.
So unfortunate. Just straight up, nope, nope, nope.
And right now we also have to look at how the Lord has been secured by Myanmar, but this is Laos going out against Myanmar just because of their draft. Myanmar has a ticking time bomb where they just have to wait. And this, how did this happen? Look at,
I don't know, man. That's some really high level damage because I've never seen a Beatrix completely shut down a Grok like this.
Beatrix is a marksman, but that one, it was just straight up magic. That was magic.
I guess you can put it that way. Considering that the Grok didn't exactly go for full damage, like you said as well, it was a Tina shield first. So it doesn't necessarily have a lot of physical defense to do with the Beatrix. So all in all, I feel like Myanmar played a fantastic game in that game, and this off and blind.
Going for, I just want to do a little bit more basic attack damage, but they understand the stakes are high, so better not.
From one downing light coming from Imam on towards Piston. As you can see, based on the items low, he doesn't have a lot of defensive maneuvers, so that means one full combo coming from Imam is going to be able to shut him down. So this is going to be a very difficult situation, but hopefully they are going to be able to scale a little bit more. But let's take a look at items real quick coming in from Del Rosario as well. Almost nearly full items as well.
Yeah, just waiting on one immortality, and then probably gonna finish off with his cursed helmet. As of right now, inside the Philippines, they're looking very strong. They're looking very good. Right now, the Lord just secured a turret for them. Whether they want to engage or not, looking at Gonzalez, he looks like he wants to go in. Real Revelation has been opened up. Too easy for Lexi. Took too much damage, and look at it dawning alive. Philippines right now, they're going in alongside with the Lord. They're pushing hard on the bottom turret, and we can see how Darrow tries to fight back. An amazing hook. Bullet back, but he dies first. Gonzalez staying in the back line, dealing out a lot of damage. They're gonna focus on the Crystal, and Crystal's gonna go down. First game going over for side of Philippines.
Very convincing game coming from the Philippines as well. It's all about hitting those timings, and they have done it very convincingly coming from Team Philippines. Another point in the hands of Philippines so far in all the matches they've got. Very dominant force indeed.
We do have to look at patterns though, because even against Malaysia, in the early stages,
talent.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
How dare you?
First blood! Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
If only I had freedom. Don't test me.
Enemy has been slain. Enemy has been slain. Enemy has been slain. Enemy has been slain.
Did you know the flower language of Matthiola Incana? I am the top student of the Academy after all.
Launch attack! An ally has been slain.
How dare you?
Request backup! An ally has slain the turtle! Mega kill! Request backup!
Do you know the flower language of Matthiola Incarnate?
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Launch attack!
Try this magic! I am the top student of the Academy after all.
An ally has been slain.
If only I had freedom.
Our turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain. Request backup. Stop launch attack. Our turret has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Double kill.
Don't test me.
Destroy the turret.
Try this magic. Don't test me. Boom!
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Enemy duck. Our turret is under attack. An ally has been slain. Enemy triple. Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
How dare you?
The enemy has slain the turtle.
If only I had freedom.
Shut down. An ally has been slain.
Find my brother.
An ally has been slain.
power language of Matthiola and
Initiate
Karma.
retreat. Enemy double kill.
I haven't done with
An ally has been slain.